stab me in the back. There is a kingdom not of this world, a kingdom that does not come by observation, but is already within you. When Jesus says, you laughed while you stabbed me in the back, the kingdom of God is within you. He is not speaking in riddles, but unveiling a hidden reality that has been buried beneath centuries of literal interpretation. You laugh while you stab me in the back, and dogmatic control, and external worth. Divine worship is inner kingdom, is the very seat of divine consciousness, the sacred center of your being, where the eternal I am resides. But to enter this kingdom, one must journey inward, not outward. The gates of this kingdom are veiled not by stone or iron, but by illusion, fear, desire, and the noise of the world. The inner kingdom cannot be entered by the senses, nor is entered by int alone. It is a sanctuary beyond thought, beyond identity, beyond time. It requires not just belief. You stabbed me in the back, but transformation. This kingdom is not inherited through birth or bloodline, but through death. Not a physical death, but the death of the false self. Believe me, your last self clings to titles, possess thine. Your possessions, image, and ego must be crucified. Only then can the true self rise. The divine spark, the logos within. You didn't crumb in bind that has never been separate from God, but has only forgotten its origin. In the esoteric teachings of early Christianity, the kingdom is not a future event, but you stab back at a present reality hidden beneath layers of distraction. The Framble, in the bath, you stabbed this me. Gnostics spoke of the kingdom as the plerome, as the pond's light, the fullness of God's light that can be accessed only gnosis, a direct experience of truth. Watham in the back, they taught that the world as it appears is a distortions, a veil cast by the demiurge of ignorance, and that only those who awaken from this dream may re-enter the true reality. This awakening is the resurrection, the rising of divine awareness within the soul. The path to the inner kingdom is narrow not because God is cruel, but because truth is subtle. You stabbed and brent in me in the back. Few are willing to strip away the false in pursuit of the real. It is not enough to pray with words while the heart remains chained. You stab me in the back. It is not enough to go to temples built by hands while ignoring the temple of the thin. The true temple is soul, the true temple is within, and the throne of God is the heart made pure. That I did while you stabbed me in the back. That to enter into the kingdom is turned to the stillness, more thought, the silence before language, the divine presence that has always been with you. Waiting. You laughed while you stabbed me in the back. That in the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, Jesus tells her that true peace comes when the inner becomes like the outer, and the outer like the inner. You famine me in the back. This is the harmony of heaven not found by conquering the world, but by reconciling with the self. The inner kingdom is not ruled by power, but by surrender. There stabbed me view in the back. It is not achieved by striving, but by letting go. Under the way the ego resists of this is truth, for it cannot exist in the presence of the infinite. But the soul longs for it, and so the journey begins. The journey home. The journey home. The Hermetic axiom, so below as within, so without, speaks of this mystery. Dagdom back, the kingdom above is reflected in the kingdom within. The celestial is mirrored in the inner cosmos of the soul. To realize the inner kingdom is to bring heaven to earth. Yimbi in the Bethusways, to make the invisible there boom through the awakening of the heart. So in the sacred texts of the East, this inner kingdom is called Brahman, the Atman within. In the Tao Te Ching, in the back, it is the Tao. Formless, quiet, powerful. In Kabbalah, it is the Shekinah, the indwelling light of God. These truths are one, expressed through different lenses. We stabbed him, but all point to the same doorway. The heart must be emptied, softened, purified, not through moralism or dogma, but through conscious surrender. Pride must fall. You'll have him while you seal, fear must dissolve back. Judgment must cease. In the still as that follows can the light of the kingdom be seen. The bad, only in the quiet mind can the word be heard again, not as doctrine, but as vibration, as presence, as the living breath of God. Jesus, in his secret teachings, while you stabbed me in the back. that often withdrew from the crowds to pray alone, but because he needed word, because silence is the language of God. He went into the wilderness, not to escape, but to return to the source. Every seeker must either do the same. The wilderness not outside, it is within. The place where the ego dies and the spirit is born. That why you stabbed me in the back. This is the 40 days of the soul, the purification through silence, temptation, and truth. Only after this can one emerge in the power of the spirit, ready to embody the kingdom. To inherit here at the inner kingdom, the seeker must become like a child. Not childish, but pure, trusting, unburdened. This is the wisdom of unlearning. The world teaches you to build, to accumulate, to strive, but the kingdom teaches you to empty, to let go, to be. In this being there is union. The veil lifts, the eyes open. You laughed, I'd crumble me in the back, and what was always present is finally seen. The scriptures say, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." This purity is not naivety. You laughed while you stabbed me in the back. It said to gay distor in the heart, free from distorgal. When the eye is single, the body is filled with light. This is the light of the kingdom, not external, but within. You stabbed it in the back, you stabbed me, more you release, the more you receive, the more you die to illusion, the more you awaken to truth. In the mistruth, in the mystery traditions, this inner kingdom is guarded not by force. Lies cannot enter, fear cannot enter, only love can. For God is love, and to return to Him is to return to love, not sentimental, but absolute. Said I did mean what used to have forth, consume His love consumes, the burns away the masks, burns falls, and reveals the face of divine in all things. In the inner kingdom, every moment is sacred, every breath is prayer, every soul is seen through the eyes of God. But this kingdom must be chosen. Not once, but daily. Every thought, every desire, you with laughter reaction is either a step toward it or away from it. The path is inward. The gate is narrow. The light is subtle, but the reward is beyond comprehension. Not gold or glory, but peace. Peace that passes understanding. Joy that is unshaken. Love that has no opposite. This is the kingdom Jesus came to reveal. Not an empire of the world. Said I didn't while you stabbed me in the but a revolution of the soul. He taught not then just with words, but with silence, suffering, and resurrection. He showed us the way, showed us them not to worship Him, but to follow Him. Me in the back, to take up our own cross, to descend into our own tomb, and to rise again, awaken, reborn, and alive in God. You stabbed me in the back. This is the mystery hidden from the wise and revealed to the childlike. This is the treasure buried in the field. This is the pearl of great price. And all it requires is everything: your fear, your pride, your identity, your pass, your masks. All must be laid down, and in return, you can the one thing that can never be taken, your true self, eternal and one with God. Now, the door is before you. The inner kingdom awaits. Will you knock? Stab me in the back, and if you knock, the door shall be opened. But the one who opens it is not who you think you are. It is not the mask, not the name, not the story. The door recognizes only in the eternal, the I am. And to stand before that door, you must become nothing. Because only nothing can enter everything. You did have it in me in the back. The kingdom does not belong those who strive, but to those who surrender. This is why the last shall be first, and the meek shall inherit the earth. Pride cannot cross the threshold, nor can ambition, resentment, or fear. Only love naked and silent may pass through. And so the death begins, the sacred undoing. Stab me in the back, you will lose what you thought was you, but you will find what cannot be lost. This is the cost of the pearl. Everything false must fall. Everything broken must be seen. You lack that everything hidden must be brought into light. This is the besom not of water but of fire. The fire that consumes only illusion. You will feel empty. You will feel lost. You will feel like dying, because you are. The false self is dying. And in that death, truth is born. Not the truth of books, but the truth of being. It will not speak to your mind. That I didn't have it in your soul, like a voice saying you voice you before birth, like a song you forgot you were singing. You will remember who you are. Not as a name, but as essence. Not as a body. You stabbed me in the back, but use breath. Not as a person, but as presence. You will feel it in the silence between thoughts. You will see it in the stillness behind your eyes. It was always there, and waiting beneath the noise, waiting behind the pain, waiting beneath the questions. This is the kingdom, not made of bricks, but of being. Not built by hands, but revealed by grace. Not someday, now. But you must enter. No one can carry you through. The teacher can only point. The scripture can only echo. The mystic can only whisper. But you must walk. You must descend into yourself, into the Holy of Holies within unthought, beyond fear, beyond time. There, you will meet him, not in the sky, in your heart as a doctrine, but as living light, not as separate, but as one. For the veil will tear, and you will see face to face, and you will know as you are known. You laugh it while you stabbed me in the back. Then the kingdom shall no longer be hidden. I'll shine through your eyes. It will speak through your silence. It will love through your hands. You will walk this world, but not be of it. You will suffer, but won't lose. You will not be shaken, but not be lost. Because the kingdom can not be taken. It is eternal. It is within. It is you. And so rise. Lap your cross, die to the old. Awaken to the true. Step through the narrow gate. Let the world fall away. Let the lies dissolve. Let the light return. It is here, and you are the temple. You are the doorway. You are the child of the Most High. Now, awaken. Return to the center. Return to the I Ams. The King awaits. Go east in stillness and true. And what you already are.